ready.
Okay, start.
Why? You look really awkward. Hey guys, today's warm-up, I've got Coach Danny assisting. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through the movement. She's gonna be our demonstration model today. So first thing we're gonna start off with is either a lacrosse ball or using a kettlebell handle in the bottom of the foot. So this is very similar to what we have done in our sessions during classes. So with a lacrosse ball, you're gonna stand on top of that ball. I want you to try and get as much weight as possible. Roll back, forth, just really get into that arch of the foot, okay? If you don't have a lacrosse ball and you've picked up a kettlebell already, we're gonna do the exact same thing with the kettlebell handle, okay? So let's spend a good 30 to 40 seconds on each foot there, all right? Once you get through that, we're gonna jump into foam rolling or using the kettlebell on the quads, hamstrings, calves, all right? So we'll start by coming down onto the ground in a seated position. You'll take your kettlebell, place it onto the quads, and let's just roll up, down, side to side, find any tight spots there, all right? Let's spend a good, probably a minute per side doing these, okay? So once you've done both sides, then we'll move on to the calves. So I just use the kettlebell handle on this and just place it down the calf and just go side to side. Do that for about 5 to 10 of those, slide down a little bit further, side to side for 5 to 10, until we've sort of gone the whole way along that calf, okay? You can also get into the Achilles and floss the foot, so lift it up and down like this, which you'll get that muscle sliding over the top of the kettlebell handle. Next, lacrosse ball, glutes, or kettlebell, okay? And we've got another assistant here, this is Nelson. All right, so if you're using the kettlebell, just like we're doing with our lacrosse ball, let's sit the kettlebell into one side of the butt. From there, get as much weight on it as possible and work that leg internal, external rotation, okay? Same thing, we'll do that 30 to 40 seconds per side. Once we've gone through these guys, then we're gonna move up into that mid-back, so that thoracic area. So I'm gonna get Danny to turn to the side of this one so you can see a little bit better. So what we wanna do is have our kettlebell handle, and we're aiming to get it into that mid-back, so that thoracic area. So you're gonna place your fingers either side of the kettlebell. We're gonna come down and lean onto it. From there, you're gonna extend over the kettlebell for about 5 seconds, then you'll come back up. Slide a little bit further down that thoracic spine, so your butt will come away from the kettlebell. Then we'll extend again. We're gonna work our way up till we get sort of between the shoulder blades, okay? So you'll probably take 30, 40 seconds here. So that's it, we're opening up, we're extending through that chest. Okay, with this, try not to force too much weight on it, try not to go too aggressive with it. The kettlebell can be a little bit rough on the actual spine itself. That's why we put the fingers either side just to take some of that load away. Once we get through that, guys, then you're gonna hit the lats. So we'll turn our kettlebell onto the side. So this one's gonna be pretty uncomfortable for some of you. We're just gonna get onto the side. You're basically going to put the arm up above the head. From there, just roll up, down, side to side. Let's spend a good 20 to 30 seconds on each lat, okay? So either with that kettlebell or a foam roller if you've got one. So perfect. So that's it for the first part. So that's our prep part. Next, we're gonna go into some activation. So first movement's gonna be 20 dead bugs. On these, I want you to exhale at the top. So Danny's gonna set up into the correct position. So we're gonna go legs straight up, arms up, head back flat on the ground. She's got a neutral spine, perfect. From there, she's going to lower, opposite arm, opposite leg. As we get towards the bottom, you're gonna exhale, pull the belly button further into the spine. On the way back up, we're gonna breathe, okay? We're alternating sides. So we're going for 20 reps there, nice and controlled. If you find this a little bit challenging or you lose position of the spine, instead of coming out to a straight leg, you can just keep the leg bent and get the heel just to touch the ground. So just like this, okay? This is gonna make it a little bit easier and allow you to maintain that spine position. Next after that, guys, we have our side plank clamshells. So we're gonna come onto the elbow. Elbow is directly under the shoulder. From there, hips are down, knees are gonna be out slightly in front of the hips, and our legs are at 90 degrees. From there, we're going to lift our hips up off the ground, You're going to feel that in the oblique, then also lift the leg up in the air. So as Denny lifts up, she's going to feel it under in the tummy, on the butt closest to the ground, also the butt cheek on the opposite side as we lift up. Okay, so we're going for 15 reps per side there. Then last, we've got a 20-meter bear crawl. This time we're going low hips. Hips down. So what we're looking for is a nice flat back. I want you to pretend there's a cup of water on the back. You're going to go 20 meters just forward, okay? Going nice and slow. So knees are going to be just off the ground, all right? So that's today's warm-up, guys. Take your time with it. Spend a good amount of time on that prep work, loosening up the body. Then really take your time while you're doing the activation stuff, okay? And let's get ready for our workout, which is about to come.